today. From Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. It's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
First carry now. This is Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Damian Williams was dinged up a little bit in 2019, and Kansas City brought in LaShawn McCoy to supplement him. But when healthy, Damian Williams is a terrific back. Excellent speed, low center of gravity to make people miss. And how about the longest run in the league in 2019? 91 yards against the Vikings in Week 9. Many thought he was going to get caught, but he used the scoreboard in the stadium to make sure that no one was behind him as he carried it all the way to the end zone.
On second down, Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42.
A gain of 18 on the play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact brought the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the 1st round, ended up going in the 2nd, and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
Anthony
A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Block working out of the gun. Out quickly to Judy. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Brought him down.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Shotgun snap to Lock. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And that is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jerry Jr.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can...
And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lock. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Anthony Hitchens.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he stopped immediately there. Ball carrier. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. And now it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Clock now on 1st down. And he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get...
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
KJ Hamler returning it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position. formation means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Denver has the first down to play going for 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Philip Lindsay, the ball.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 on a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And look on the offense as they take over.
At their own 40.
Philip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play call.
Tried to get that one to Jay Butt. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Jones on the stop. It's a gain of 5.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Locke. That's complete to Jake Butt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy.
First and goal at the
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Now Locke again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year, and the Broncos have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
To kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
It's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Hamler now on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 2nd down and 8. To throw it is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. 34-15 was the final score. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. 33-14, the final score. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And that one's gone to halftime with the visiting 49ers out in front. Raheem Mostert with both of their touchdowns thus far as he's scored twice on the ground. In the game you're watching, it's been Drew Lock with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down in the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a pass is taken in by Hill, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Broncos' 15-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
3-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
Anthony Hitchens.
Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Even on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Brendan McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chiefs.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones.
Complete.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to first. Yeah, absolutely. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now 3rd and
from the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Brendan McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrated. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50 20-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing,
It's now 2nd and 10.
not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's complete to Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So a risky move that does not pay off. And Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective, they had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later. Right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
5-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defense.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in a chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Travis Kelce.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Marcus Robinson.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
To Sammy Watkins.
Mahomes on target to Watkins for a KC first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up
only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot. And picking off a pass.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4. Today's
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.